Welcome to eRideLife and welcome to the Small Wheel Showdown. All right, go. The small wheel class contains wheels like the MTEN Mini, the MTEN 4, the A2, the Kingsong 14D, and Begode's newest addition to the small wheel class, the Begode Future. Hey everybody, this is Seth from eRideLife, and I am happy to be here today to tell you all about the Begode Future. Now, if you love electric unicycles as much as I do, you know you have to have more than one wheel in your stable. I have a wheel for jumping, I have a wheel for long range, and I have a wheel in this very special class, the small wheel class. The Begode Future features an 800 watt motor, a 42 volt system, a 375 watt hour battery, along with a 3.5 inch wide tire. Plastic cover on the charge port protects it from the elements, and a handle and lift switch on top for ease of portability. I like it because it's so stable. It has a great big 3.5 inch wide tire. It's great for practicing things like pendulum, 180s, and going backwards. We were recently out at Ultra 4's King of the Hammers event in Johnson Valley, California, and we trained hundreds of people on how to ride electric unicycles.
Chris Brady, I'm from New Jersey, and I represent eRideLife. So we were out at King of the Hammers, and we had a lot of people jump right on the Futures and take off. They were riding within a couple seconds. Some people jumped right on it, rode right around the little demo area we had, and then they would take off and go right around the outside. And a lot of people picked it up really fast compared to a lot of the other wheels. Future held great to abuse. I've seen people jump off of it, let it crash on the ground. I've seen about 500 people now on that Future, and we're still using that for demos.
This little Begode Future held up really well in comparison to a lot of the other wheels that we tested. And suffice to say, after 500 people rode it, there isn't even a scratch on this baby. One of the biggest considerations I look at when trying to fit a wheel to a new rider is where on their leg the wheel comes up to. When you're a beginner, it's really nice to have the wheel come up higher on your leg. Comparing the MTEN Mini to the Future, you can see it's much lower on my leg and it digs in a little bit more too. So this can be a little bit difficult for newbies to pick up a wheel. So the A2 is another wheel that I recommend highly for beginners just because it gives you so much stability. It comes up so high on your leg, gives you much more control over the wheel. In the past, the Kingsong 14D has been my go-to for training new riders just because it has such a smooth shell on the outside. It's pretty much indestructible and it does come up fairly high on your leg as well. The MTEN 4 is another wheel that doesn't really come up super high on your leg, so you don't get as much stability. It's definitely better than the MTEN Mini, but in this shootout, I think the Begode Future is the true winner. I guess the biggest detriment of the Begode Future is the battery capacity. At 375 watt hours, you're only going to get about 12 miles of range. Now, where the Begode Future shines is the price. At $799, it is a great value and a great trainer wheel. So who is the Begode Future for? In my opinion, it's for me and for you.
Everybody should own a Begode Future.
I think this would make a great beginner wheel. It has a great big 3.5 inch wide tire, which is great for beginners. It would also make a great second wheel. I have the MTEN Mini, the MTEN 4, the MTEN 5, and the A2, but lately I have found myself riding on the Future more than any of the other small wheels. The Begode Future is now my go-to wheel in the small wheel category for cruising around the neighborhood, going to get groceries, and other little errands where I don't want to pull out one of my great big wheels. So if you're looking for a beginner wheel or just something to add to your stable in the ultra small category, I can't recommend the Begode Future enough. So don't waste any time, head on over to eRideLife.com where you can learn more about the Begode Future and even take one home today.